So even though I am a very spiritual person, a huge problem I have lately with modern spirituality is all this reliance on signs and synchronicities. It can be used as a form of procrastination. And right now, this energy really wants us to just move, to take imperfect action. Imperfect action allows us to see where there are flaws in our execution so we can course correct and take the right action. But we'll never know that right action if we don't take that imperfect action in the first place. If we're always waiting for some sign or synchronicity or divine guidance and not acting regardless of how we're feeling, if we're not treating what we want to do as a vocation outside of our day jobs as a day job itself, when you go to your job you don't like, that you're trying to get out of, you go regardless of how you're feeling, because you're going to get fired if you don't go, and then you won't be able to pay your rent. So treat your vocation like that. Treat your passions like that. If you really want to be successful at it, treat that stuff like you treat your corporate grind. Because that is the only way to learn. That is the only way to learn what works. You have to show up every single day. Our brains are very unreliable. Energies are very unreliable. Commitment is the only thing that's actually reliable. This is why a lot of non-spiritual people supersede spiritual people in just manifesting wealth and success, because they go full steam ahead. They don't question the energies or the synchronicities, or they don't think, oh, I saw this synchronicity telling me it's perfectly fine to just chill on the couch and watch Netflix today, or just something weird like that. No, they just take action because they know things need to get done. I do believe in synchronicities and all that stuff. I do believe in a lot of these spiritual concepts, but they can hold you back when you overanalyze. Sometimes I feel like they're just a test in order to see if you're going to be who you say you are and take the action. So take the action, even if it's imperfect. You don't learn unless you do the thing. You don't learn what works unless you put boots to ground. If you're always just visualizing, you're always just saying affirmations, you're not getting any practical experience. I'm not saying don't do visualizations or affirmations. I do that, because when you do affirmations and visualizations, it happens when you're asleep. Something happens in your subconscious, and then you just have this motivation that you didn't have before to do the thing. But that's the thing, you got to do the thing. The affirmations and the visualizations don't get you the thing itself. They motivate you to take the steps to eventually get the thing itself. And those steps, they can be grueling. And your energy doesn't always want to do those steps. But if you're doing the affirmations and visualizations, you will have some intrinsic motivation you didn't have before the next day to do those steps. But you still have to do the physical steps. So stop being such a perfectionist. Stop overanalyzing all the signs or whatever. If you're spiritual, if you're not spiritual, great. Just do your thing. Realize that this is all an illusion, and you have authority as a divine being to go ahead and experience this life for all it has to offer. But it's not going to give you things for free. You have to go out and get your bag. And sometimes that could take years of work and learning and failing in order to learn how to get your bag at doing what you actually love. But you won't learn what works until you start doing it. And don't get down on yourself if you move around a lot and try different things and you're still not doing what you love for money. It's all part of the process. Everything in your life is happening for your own good. And if you see it that way, you will find the lessons in each trial you go through. And realize those lessons are being incorporated into becoming the kind of person that does what they love for work. So you might find yourself at a random, you might change locations in order to pursue your passion. But then things don't work out and suddenly you're in a new location, but you're working an even crappier job you don't like while you're pursuing that passion. And you thought that was the right move. But if you stay optimistic and you realize it's for your benefit, you might realize there's something about that job, that crappy job, or you come into contact with certain people at that crappy job that is giving you the skills you're going to need to do what you love. For me, I'm a novelist, so I meet all sorts of different people. And a lot of my story ideas, I've realized, are based off of situations and characters from jobs. At the time, I was like, this is terrible. I wish I wasn't here. I wish I was already a successful novelist. But I wouldn't have experienced those situations if I wasn't working those jobs in the past. Those types of character types and personality types. So everything's happening for your highest good. It's all part of the experience. It's not supposed to be all pleasant. Our souls know this, but we come here anyways and do it anyway. So take the action. This place is meant, you didn't embody yourself in the physical to not take action. Go do it and learn and be imperfect. And I'll see you on the other side.